South Australia coronavirus outbreak restrictions June 2020. From this June 19, the rules in South Australia will follow Part 2 plus of 3-step plan. Here are the answers to the questions many have. Can I visit my friends or family? Yes, gatherings of up to 75 people are allowed indoors, as long as the 4 square meters per person rule is met. However, people should be cautious. Can I have a party? Yes, up to 20 people can gather outside for non-work reasons. You must continue to practice physical distancing with anyone you don't live with. Any separate room or area may have a maximum of 75 people, subject to the 1 person per 4 square meter rule. A maximum of 300 people may gather at a venue. Can I go to a restaurant or café? Yes, cafes and restaurants will be allowed to open. Businesses will need to ensure each customer has at least 4 square meters. Can I work out outdoors? Yes, gyms can open for up to 75 people per enclosed area, subject to the 1 person per 4 square meters rule, but there remains a gap of 10 people per indoor fitness group class. Up to 20 people can play outdoor, non-contact sport, take part in an outdoor boot camp, and use golf courses, tennis courts, and public gym equipment. Contact outdoor sports competitions can commence, along with training for contact indoor sports. Under Stage 3 rules, expected to be introduced the 29th of June, attendance limits for indoor venues will require 4 square meters per person, with the 20 people per venue cap lifted. Can I go for a swim? Yes, swimming pools will be allowed to reopen, but they could be capped to a maximum of 20 swimmers at any one time. Beaches will now remain open. Can I go to the library? Yes, libraries may open with restrictions. Capacity must not exceed 1 person per 4 square meters including staff members. Each library must have a COVID-19 safety plan. Can I let the kids loose on the playground? Yes, public playgrounds will be open again. Physical distancing and hygiene should be practiced with the little ones. Can I go back to the office? Each business owner can make decisions about what makes the most sense for their situation. Employers must allow employees to work from home where it is reasonably practical to do so. Can I leave Adelaide? Travellers entering South Australia directly from Western Australia, Northern Territory and Tasmania will no longer be required to quarantine. Holiday travel within South Australia is allowed. All overseas travel, with very few exceptions, have been banned and is not likely to resume until next year. Am I allowed to leave my house? Yes, you can go out to shop, to work or study, if this cannot be done from home, for fresh air and exercise with a maximum of 10 people, and for recreational purposes and socializing as long as you're observing social distancing. Can I go shopping? Yes, retail stores have been allowed to open. This is under the provision that they follow the 4-meter rule. Can I get a haircut or visit my beauty therapist? Yes, capacity must not exceed 1 customer per 4 square meters on the premises. Can I get tested if I haven't been overseas? Yes, South Australia Health has announced that anyone with the slightest flu-like symptoms should get tested. If you work with vulnerable people, for example, in a nursing home, boarding school, or any other kind of residential facility, and you experience any respiratory symptoms, no matter how mild, you must be tested. Can I attend weddings and funerals? Yes, weddings can have up to 75 attendees, not including the celebrant, venue staff, or any other person required to facilitate the wedding. Up to 75 can also attend a funeral. This excludes those officiating the funeral or any staff required to carry out the funeral. If the ceremony involves food or drinks, no shared utensils can be used. Social distancing must be observed. Can I go for a drive? Yes, you can go out for a drive. Are dentists open? Yes, dental services are now open. Are the pubs open? Yes, up to 300 people will be allowed in venues, with up to 75 people per room, enclosed area. There must be 4 square meters per person. Pubs are allowed to serve alcohol without food, but only to seated patrons. Under Stage 3 rules, expected to be introduced in July, a venue's attendance limit will require 4 square meters per person. Are schools, TAFE colleges and universities back in session? Yes, all educational institutes are open. What about cinemas, entertainment venues and museums? Yes, libraries, community and youth centers, cinemas, theaters, galleries, and museums can have up to 300 people inside their venues at a time, with a maximum of 75 people per room, enclosed space. Can I move house? Yes, you are allowed to move houses, but keeping in mind the social distancing rules. What does the Australian government's contact tracing app do? Dubbed COVID Safe, the technology is based on digital contact tracing, modeled on a similar app used in Singapore. Its purpose is to suppress the issue of community transmission, where the infection is spread between people in public. How long will this last? South Australia is currently in Stage 2+ of a 3-stage process on easing social restrictions advised by the federal government, to be rolled out over the next 2 months. However, there is no concrete timeline, and the state governments are not required to follow every recommendation. Certain protocols such as physical distancing may be in place for several more months to come. The World Health Organization has warned that relaxing lockdown restrictions too quickly could lead to a resurgence of the outbreak.